Hello and welcome back. Many of you tuned in yesterday to my first video blog, and the video blog is going to be daily sessions, living, and being married to Benny Barba, my husband. So, uh, I did get a lot of feedback on Facebook because I uploaded my video from YouTube on Facebook, and per request of my Aunt Yolanda Christensen, she requested that I close both closet mirror doors to be able to get a full view of my room, which she said there's not really much of a view, which she's right, there isn't. I have one bed and a dresser, and that pretty much completes my room. That is because I have a crazy 2-year-old who pretty much destroys everything. He will get his hands on something and it's done. So there won't be any decorating pretty much for the next 5 years because I have a 6-month-old and he's pretty much headed in the same direction. Yep. So just letting you know. Alright. I want to tell you a little story that happened last week regarding Benny Barba. It happened because I called him one day at work and I told him, Benny, I want to go to Ontario Mills Mall because I need to buy shirts. I have a lot of winter wardrobe, but I don't have anything for the summer. I didn't have any long short sleeve shirts for the summer, and it's starting to get hot. And he's like, sure, babe, whenever, when do you want to go? And I was like, well, let's go today because I'm running out of clothes. Like, I need new clothes. I keep recycling like the same 3 shirts over and over again. Everybody's getting tired of it. So he's like, yeah, we'll go when you get home from work. So I get home from work, we pack up the kids, get in the car, drive to Ontario Mills, we unload everybody, and we're walking to the entrance of Ontario Mills. And at that point I tell him, hey, it's been a while since we've been here. Like, we haven't been to Ontario Mills in a while, and we used to go all the time. We used to go like 2-3 times a week, every weekend, just to go window shopping. We would walk around. Then he loved going to the Nike store because he always wants to see if they have any tennis shoes on sale, and he would go to other stores to check out the sales. And so it was just weird because we hadn't gone, and I didn't realize it till we got there. And so I told him, I was like, we haven't been here in a while. And he's like, well, yeah, that's because I'm not a FASCIST anymore. And I was like, oh, I didn't know if I had heard him correctly, but I was like, oh, what? And then he's like, yeah, I'm not a FASCIST. I'm not a FASCIST anymore. Now, sometimes Benny likes to think he knows what he's talking about, and most of the time he doesn't. So I'll make him repeat things over and over again just for pure amusement purposes on my behalf, just because it amuses me. So I said, you're not a what? And he's like, I'm not a FASCIST anymore. And I was like, oh, and what is a FASCIST? And he's like, someone who's into fashion. I was like, oh, really? So a FASCIST is somebody who's into fashion. He's like, yeah. And I was like, wow, well, I'm almost pretty sure that that's not what that means. And he's like, it's not? And I was like, no, I don't think so. So poor Benny thought this whole time that a FASCIST is somebody who's into fashion. And he's wrong, pretty much, like how he's wrong about everything that he said. And I'm there as a daily reminder to let him know and correct him that he is always wrong. Well, that concludes today's video session. Please leave your feedback, your comments, your likes, your dislikes, advice, criticisms. It's all greatly appreciated, greatly accepted. I look forward to hearing from all of you, and have a good night.